Yeah, we finna get into this shit right now. Real nigga reactions, real niggas do what they want to do. Bitch niggas do what they can. Whole ass niggas gonna talk about it and fuck niggas gonna hate. Regardless, I promise you that. We in the lit house. Keep the light within you shining bright. You feel me? Alright, here we go right now. Hope y'all having a phenomenal start to y'all weekend. Like me, I am capital. Whatever you do, make sure you do it capital and create a positive impact today and later. Fuck them haters. Get your paper straight. Like that. All right. And without any further ado.
Charge and play. Our Rico is all.
Oh, shit. My fucking headphones still ain't on.
Always an option. The news broke after the John Doe lawsuit against Diddy. So a John Doe recently sued Diddy, alleging that Diddy gave him spiked liquor and then took advantage of him at a Hollywood party. The John Doe alleging they were a minor at the time and they were essentially fed into the grip of Diddy. And the John Doe is actually famous. And that to me is the most interesting part about this. The John Doe will reveal in the court filings they are a child star. They are famous. They are a public figure. They're filing under John Doe to conceal their identity due to career ramifications this may have. Now, I don't know exactly who John Doe is. I do have my suspicions.
A former child star slams P. Diddy with a disturbing civil lawsuit. He alleges the singer sexually assaulted him at a Hollywood party. Speculation is stirring about who this star could be.
Before we get this video started, if you want to learn how I made $142,000 from YouTube this month, join my community by clicking the link. The opportunity also promote your videos on my community. Let's get started.
An unlikely source. The newest allegation in the Diddy case comes from an unlikely source. A former child star who says Diddy performed oral sex on him at a Hollywood party when he was still underage. And this brings forth a whole host of questions. Like, for instance,
The first thing came to mind was Orlando Brown. Orlando Brown been saying this shit. You think it's John Doe is Orlando?
could P. Diddy face more criminal charges relating to these accusations? Is his current conviction relevant to these accusations? I mean, does it bolster them? Where does this civil case fall in line with the rest of the civil cases he's already up against? And above all, who is this celebrity child star? Well, the latter question is all speculation because the former child star has filed the lawsuit under John Doe. So we don't have an actual name, but we do know that it's a male who was reportedly already famous when the alleged incident happened.
Here's another clue. Their acting career started in 2004. Who do y'all think it is, man? Because this person is a child actor or they're famous, to me, that gives them more credibility. Because I don't see the reason why somebody famous or a celebrity will come out, file a lawsuit under John Doe, make up these false allegations against Diddy that they know are going to be proven false and like in a court of law. Like, I just don't know why. Like, what would a celebrity gain from this? See, the regular person will gain the attention they want, the clout they want, and possibly a settlement. If you are a child actor and a celebrity and you essentially have all to lose, like you're already famous, you coming up with these allegations will only ruin your name and public reputation. I just don't think a celebrity would take that risk if they knew these charges were false. Diddy was not the only person that's included in this lawsuit. They would also include a talent agency that they believe kind of set up this party for Diddy to groom and meet and violate minors in the industry. They feel like these people knew that these minors had no business being at that party by themselves, but they kind of sent the minors there knowing something like this would have happened. And the fact that they are including other people, including a talent agency and specific dates, to me is...
What's the name of the talent agency? So we can go ahead and round this shit up.
Listen, man, I'm not willing to just call this frivolous or cloud chasing, bruh. They're bringing in other people. They're bringing in dates and times. This looks bad for Diddy.
According to the lawsuit, the boy started his career acting in about 2004. Plaintiff, meaning John Doe, immediately began working in the entertainment industry, securing initial roles that provided early professional exposure and experience. The lawsuit alleges the boy was on some high-profile shows, but it doesn't specify which shows. It does, however, say the alleged incident happened involving Diddy back in 2007, meaning the boy would have had about 3 years experience in Hollywood at the time. Now, according to the filing, the boy reached out to his agents for help with his career. And this is common in Hollywood. They arranged different networking events where he could go and mingle and meet people. And it was all basically to build visibility with other actors, directors, and celebrities. And that, according to the court docs, is how he met P. Diddy in 2007 at one such networking event in the Hollywood Hills. The suit titles this section as, quote, the attack on plaintiff, describing what allegedly happened. According to the child star, he started off at the party by mingling with people and then noticed P. Diddy talking to some other actors who were in the crowd. But eventually, Diddy allegedly approached the boy. Diddy and the boy began talking about his career, and then Diddy said the boy could be a good candidate for an upcoming project. Defendant Combs told plaintiff he wanted to speak to him privately about some potential opportunities that defendant Combs had in mind for plaintiff. Defendant Combs guided plaintiff to the back rooms of the event. Defendant Combs and plaintiff went into one of the back rooms together. Defendant Combs shut the door to the back room behind them. At this point, Diddy allegedly gave the boy some alcohol. And I want to pause here to note, if you followed the P. Diddy trial at all, you know that multiple witnesses testified that Diddy allegedly plied them with alcohol that was sometimes drugged. Multiple other civil lawsuits allege that Diddy...
Y'all remember that Drink Champ shit? When Dame Dash was like, yeah, nigga kept trying to get me to drink some shit. Then Dame said he switched the cups or some shit with Nori. And then Nori was tripping.
Forced survivors to drink alcohol that had allegedly been drugged in order to sexually assault them. According to this most recent filing, John Doe alludes to a similar situation. He says that Diddy gave him some alcohol and then allegedly began touching him and rubbing inappropriate parts of his body. What? Unexpectedly, defendant Combs started to touch plaintiff. First, defendant Combs began to rub on plaintiff's arm. Plaintiff told defendant Combs that he did not feel comfortable with the way defendant...
Keep that nigga in there, man. Keep his ass in there. I know his motherfucking ass ain't in no rush to come out anyway. Nigga want to be playing with boys and shit. Fucking pedophile, bro. What the fuck? So, all right, it was a talent agency. A high-profile acting career started in 2004. But he was 16 in 2007. We can narrow this shit down, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. What my other phone at? I need my other phone. I need to ask Gemini something.
Defendant Combs was touching him. Defendant Combs tried to relax plaintiff and continued to touch plaintiff, moving his hands down plaintiff's body, beginning with touching his arm and then down to his stomach. It all culminated with Diddy allegedly performing oral on the boy, who once again was a child at the time.
If you are a Diddy defender and you really want to excuse Diddy, you could very easily make the point. Diddy did this in a party full of people. You think Diddy is that bold to do this in a party full of people with a child actor he never met before? He took them in a separate room, gave them spike liquor, took advantage of them, risking this child actor running out the room and screaming, he raped me, he raped me, he raped me. Right? Like, come on. To me, that right there is like the only response, but I'll be real. I don't think even that response is strong enough, because I do feel like once you start to name dates and times and bring in other people who's a part of this, I don't know, bro. It's looking terrible for Diddy, man. LAPD did announce it is unclear if this John Doe case or instance is a part of it, but LAPD did reveal they believe they have enough to charge Diddy with two particular things, right? Two set of crimes involving SA. Now, it's unclear when they're going to charge Diddy, if they're going to charge Diddy, but they did say they believe they have enough and they're moving forward.
Well, Diddy allegedly touched himself. Defendant Combs then pulled up his pants and told plaintiff he would see where they would go from there for the role that he had in mind for defendant Combs's project. Plaintiff was in shock and pulled his clothing back up. After this, the boy was left completely alone. According to the lawsuit, he was in total shock. So he waited for his ride to come and then he left. P. Diddy is listed as a defendant in the lawsuit, but so too are some of the talent agencies for their alleged involvement. The child star alleges it was their duty to protect him, and they didn't. In fact, the adult agents allegedly didn't even attend the party and instead encouraged this child star to go alone without a chaperone. Plaintiff is informed and believes, and thereon alleges, that defendant Combs and agents spoke prior to the event in order to conspire to create an event disguised as an industry meeting in order to provide defendant Combs with an opportunity to come into contact with minor children like plaintiff. Plaintiff believes that the agents knew that Diddy had a reputation for sexually assaulting children and urged the boy to attend the party anyway. Now, this lawsuit was filed on Monday, June 8th in Los Angeles Superior Court, bringing forth a slew of allegations, including childhood sexual assault, sexual battery, negligence, intentional infliction of emotional distress, false imprisonment, violation of the Ralph Civil Rights Act, negligent supervision of a minor, and sexual harassment under Civil Code 51.9. Either way, P. Diddy himself has completely denied the allegations. His team told local TV station KTLA 5 the accusations are, quote, false and ridiculous. His team released a statement saying, quote, he's just another hater in a long list of people trying to get in on the money gravy train encouraged by personal injury lawyers. Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted anyone, and that includes any child. These allegations will be disproved like all the rest. So that's Diddy's stance. But according to the LA Times, investigators on the West Coast are taking a closer look at all of these allegations. The Times reports the LA County District Attorney's Office has been reviewing sexual assault allegations against P. Diddy, and that the LAPD and Sheriff's Department have presented two separate cases for possible criminal charges. So is this John Doe case involved? Could P. Diddy face additional charges, maybe even state charges out of California? I don't know. These are all questions I need an expert opinion for.
Good news and bad news. If Dave tried twice, then clearly, the case is not as concrete or as strong as you would want it to be because they haven't charged him yet. Bad news is, they're going to charge you. Like, I don't feel like these people are type of people to like investigate, have a charge, try to charge you with it. The grand jury didn't really go along with it, and then they drop it. I feel like they're coming for Diddy. They're going to R. Kelly him. R. Kelly was in jail. There was a day where R. Kelly got a bond from his random fans who bonded out R. Kelly. R. Kelly already had a warrant out for his arrest for a new case like that same night. That's how they're going to do Diddy. If Diddy gets out, the first thing you want to do, my boy, get out of the United States. Take Cassie, for example.
He don't even have no sense.
Right, because when you in their faces and you remind them of what you did, that's just where the investigation gets deeper. They're going to bring more victims, right? They're going to bury you. But if you get out of their faces, you go to a third world country somewhere, bro. You go to Cuba, you go to Liberia, you go to somewhere in West Africa, and you just chill off the grid, off the map. I feel like they'll leave you alone. But if you think, right hand of God did it, I ain't lying to you. If you think you about to get out of jail, get to Harlem bopping and Harlem shaking, on top of the cars, can't stop, won't stop, back on top of the world, billboard in Times Square, get back to Diddy stuff, you are sadly mistaken. They're going to get you out the paint. Just get yourself out the paint, bro. Get yourself out the way, man. Leave. Because them folks not playing with you, bruh.
Don't go nowhere.
And if they got two, they probably got about 10 more, right? They just was able to get two to probably stick, right? Come, like put it together, submitted it. Nah, just not enough. Okay, cool. They about to draw it back in, finesse it a little bit, change it up a little bit, and resubmit it. I'm telling you, bruh, they about to resubmit it how many times they need to, Diddy. You is going to jail. 2 years ain't enough, man. Brian still played in them folks' face. They want blood and flesh.
But this plaintiff, by definition, and in the text of the complaint, is no longer a minor. There's no good reason why his identity should be shielded.
And just to explain this to our viewers, when P. Diddy is served with this, or his team, whatever, they get, this lawsuit and it says John Doe. Did they actually get to know the identity of this person, or is it simply just John Doe to them too?
I suspect, Diddy is well represented. They will have a very good idea as to who the John Doe is. But it's still what it denies his lawyers and investigators the tips that you get in these cases. So in other words, if, as I suspect, they move to have John Doe's name made public, they will start to get a lot of feedback from the public at large as to who this person is in terms of his credibility. It's just making the defendants fight with one arm tied behind their backs, and I just don't think as a matter of due process it's fair.
And again, to remind our viewers, this is a civil lawsuit. These are allegations. He doesn't have criminal charges involving all of this. But isn't it kind of tricky to bring a case like this? Because according to this child star, John Doe, this happened back in 2007. Obviously, we're now in 2026. If there was any cell phone data, maybe they have it still, cameras or video, like things would be a lot different now versus then. Do you think, obviously there's a different burden of proof when it comes to a civil case, but isn't that an uphill battle bringing an allegation like this from, more than a decade ago?
I agree, because they will have the burden of proof. The John Doe plaintiff will have the burden of proof, whether it's by preponderance of the evidence or clear and convincing. It still will be his burden, and it will be harder to carry that burden in light of, as you said, there probably will be spoliation or destruction of any contemporaneous communications at the time, if any. And some of the technology was older than in any event. So I think that is a disadvantage to the plaintiff. But it also, I've been on the other side of these, and it's harder for the defendant in a he said context.
Let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all think Diddy innocent? Y'all think Diddy cooked? I think the civil suit, Diddy may be able to get away with it. But, LAPD having multiple charges they're about to put on Diddy, to me, that right there should scare him. It should scare him badly. Let me know what y'all think about this, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out how Shannon Sharpe completely ruined and destroyed this comedian's career by confronting him and exposing him in this interview. I'm going to see you guys in this interview. Click the hype button if you...
Diddy going outside, man. Oh, well. Oh, motherfucking well, nigga. You just wanted to take shit from people. Just take that and take that and take that. Now look, they done took your ass to jail and they finna take your ass back. As soon as you get out, they finna take you right back. You ain't finna have a chance to go nowhere. Like Flacco was talking about, you better go somewhere. It don't matter where you try to go. They finna lock
We have
your
got
ass
to the
right
point
back
where
like
literally
Kevin Gates,
anybody
man.
can build
He
a
got it.
fully
He
working
thought he was
app
finna get
without
out.
knowing how to code.
They locked his
This
ass
is
to the
base
floor.
44. This is a
HaHa Davis' career has been on a decline now for a while. A lot of his peers like Drewski has surpassed him. Now, this was supposed to be his comeback interview. This was supposed to be the beginning of his resurgence. But this interview with Shannon Sharpe did the opposite. It essentially closed the casket on HaHa Davis' career. I don't see how anybody can bounce back, especially a comedian in an urban space.
So let me get this straight. I don't know if it is true or not, because grew up in a time when there was traditional.
Yeah.
Her and him.
Right.
Somewhere along the line, they've allowed to have a her, and a him.
Yeah.
When did that happen, HaHa?
Well, you saying like a throuple?
Yeah.
Which
I'm asking. Because I'm just trying to figure it out. How you even broach that subject?
Yeah.
You like, hey, girl, I love you, but I was just thinking.
Yeah.
What you thinking, Carlos? Girl, I was thinking, shit, man. I love you. Hey, it's always gonna be me and you.
Listen,
so no matter what happens, it's gonna be us.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. Me and my girl have indulged in that though.
Y'all haven't?
We have. I just try to keep me happy.
This starts off as a normal conversation, like regular stuff you'll hear, in an average degenerate interview. I guess Shannon Sharpe heard in another interview that HaHa Davis and his girl had threesomes with other women, that they bring other women to the bedroom with them. But I don't even think Shannon Sharp was expecting where this conversation was going to go.
Like we've done those swing. They call it swinging. Yeah, we did a little swinging.
She agreed to it?
Yeah, he did a little swinging. But
oh Lord,
the thing is, you don't want nobody else doing it to your lady.
The CIA, the United Air Force Guards of Area 51, the Marines,
not have gotten this information.
The National Council of the U, they combined couldn't get the information that HaHa Davis is about to volunteer out of me. HaHa Davis thought it was a good idea to volunteer the information that he was essentially a cuckold, that he sat in a corner as his wife got the living-ish banged out of her by another man. He thought that was a good idea to volunteer on his comeback tour.
That's what I'm saying, though. So what did she say with hey, Carlos?
No, after we got done, she tried to come to get the hell off of me. I just seen that man put you. I'm talking about he done turned you away but loose. I didn't left her with him. You hear me? Cool. Because it was like when you want to have fun, you want to have fun in your life. That was, you know what I mean?
That was a one-time thing, though, right?
Oh, of course. I would never allow that to happen again.
But how?
I never let it happen again.
But how?
Because you can't get that image out your head.
No, that big old. I mean, what if it was somebody like me, sweating, muscles just everywhere?
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
And a full plate.
Yeah. He was doing so good. I said, I know she don't want this after that. I know you don't.
There are certain lines in our community that if you cross those lines, we don't care, nor do we want to hear about nothing you got to say. We don't want to hear nothing you got to say. We don't want to hear the podcast. We don't want to hear the comedy special. We don't want to hear nothing. There's just certain lines in our community, bruh. Now, I don't know about other communities. In our community, certain lines you cross as a man, we can't even respect your manhood, man. And what makes this HaHa Davis situation even worse, this wasn't even something, hey, man, this is just our lifestyle. We do it. We love it. This was a humiliating experience. He was literally crunched up in the corner crying as another man was breaking his wife's back in. Not girl, his wife back in. And he stayed with her after that. You watched another man turn that cat loose and you stay. And it's not.
That's why he got it at the best of shit. That's what it was. That's why you went to jail for allegedly beating that girl up. It makes sense now.
Why would you volunteer this information? How do I go back to watching the HaHa Davis skit again? How do I go back to going to HaHa Davis page and I went to his page after this. I watched a couple videos, but not a smile came on my face, man. I couldn't smile. It was serious what I just heard, bruh. As a man, as a black man. Now, if other communities.
It's funny to me because I don't believe in marriage. I do not believe in marriage. And I think the bitch gonna let that shit happen anyway if you're not around. That's what she want to happen. So, but I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just not gonna marry a bitch. I'm not. What? That's crazy. And then you did that. You HaHa Diddy. That nigga ain't HaHa Davis. That nigga named HaHa Diddy, man.
Dabble and dodge. Like for the most part, but we already have those expectations when it comes to other communities, right? And their men, we already have those expectations, so we're not really tripping that much, bro. All right, a white boy can do it. Come around, you feel me? We don't really. You feel me? Like we don't really like hold them to our standards, but for us, you do that. Why, as a black man, would you do that? I can understand if another group in another community allowed their woman to do it because she just want to try BBC just one time. She just want to try BBC from Kings just one time. One time. That's just one time. Get it out of her system.
Yeah, right.
But as a black man, you have what she is desiring. You have what she desires. Why would you do? And why would you come on an interview and confess this?
It ain't no way you want this after what he just did.
But ain't no way you could be in the same. You got to be in another room and just to put it in your mind. Well, I know what he's doing. Blah blah blah. So forth. So ain't no way you could watch that.
That's why you look. I seen it one time. I never.
Oh come on, man. Oh man,
I'm talking here and there with dog walking her. In full control of your old lady.
That man, he had to wrap it around his arm to come up out of there.
Dog walking her.
Come on,
Then they called the police.
What made you?
I thought he was an intruder.
What made? I mean, look, I understand you want to have some fun. Go to the beach or get on a balcony or be in the parking lot at the gym or the grocery store.
Yeah.
But come on,
It was, you know, when you live it like you want to have fun sometimes.
I ain't never want to have that kind of fun. I ain't gonna even hold you.
You want to experience things, you're like, you want to see if you can accept it.
No, you already take that.
My heart still hurts.
Nah, nigga. Yeah, nah, nigga. You don't want to see if you get that's some shit. You should know. You should know yourself by this time. You should know yourself. Like, what the fuck you mean if you can accept it? What the fuck kind of shit is that? What the fuck this nigga just say? Oh, what? Man, this nigga gay.
Let me ask you this. When you were in high school
Yes.
and you had a girlfriend and you found out that somebody else had slept with her, you know how that felt?
Yes.
So and you didn't see it.
Yes.
Just the fact that you knew somebody had done told you, got back to you.
Yes.
So you know how you felt. And you mean to tell me you still, and you wanted to watch?
I thought when I became a man, I could accept things differently.
Yeah, you can, all right. You
What's
can
that
definitely accept them differently.
song?
You should be accepting them differently, but not in that type of fashion, bro. Unless that's really what you want. And why is you watching? Where the fuck was that nigga bitch at? Y'all supposed to be swapping. You saying swinging. If y'all swinging, y'all supposed to be swapping. It ain't no just watching. Like, what? Like, I don't know what's up with Buddy, man. Little fella ass tripping, man. That's all I got to say. Little fella ass is tripping. His new name is Diddy. That's that nigga new name. Diddy.
You know?
That heavy sigh you heard from Shannon Sharp, that's like a disappointed, that's like an OG from the South. Hearing Davis tell him, I allow another man to bang my wife's lights out in front of me. And it's even worse. If she was just like a manipulative woman who took advantage of this innocent, vulnerable man and manipulated him, no. This man said she did it to make me happy. Why does watching your wife take a 16-inch love muscle down to the pubis, meaning this man was able to get every single inch into her? She took the 16-inch ding-dong to the pubis, man. To the pubis. There was not an inch left. He put everything inside of her. Why would that make you happy? Why did you think in your heart that would bring you pleasure? Do you have something to tell her? Like, is this a confession of your sexuality? Why did you think in your head, hey, bringing in another man and watching him bang my wife's lights out with his, I don't even want to spend too much time talking about that.
You didn't already.
Would anybody do this to themselves?
Listen, I thought when I became a man, I could accept things differently. Man, I was curled up in the bed for 3 days straight. 3 of them.
What did she say? Did she say, ooh, I had me a good time?
She said, no.
Because you have to leave after that. If she say she had a good time, you got to go.
She said, man, I had a time last night. I said, you said what? You what? I had me a time last. But she on the phone with her homegirl though. She don't know I'm still in the house. Yeah, I had me a time last night. I say, oh, I set this up. I'm the fool. It won't ever happen again.
So y'all done. So it can't be her and the girl and you. It's just one-on-one now. Y'all playing basketball one-on-one.
Yep. Cause what goes around comes around. I never let it happen again. Ever.
Boy, I don't know what these guys be looking. I don't know what.
But it happened. It was an experience, Shan. You gotta understand. It was like a man. You know what I mean? It was an experience. Like, you know what I'm saying. When you become famous and you get money and stuff like that, you start indulging in different things. And I'm not saying crazy shit.
I guess I ain't never been famous.
Huh? Ain't that the opposite? Don't you get the money, the fame, the riches, the clout, the fortune? Don't you get that to boss up and be overly player? To where now your woman got to concede to certain things. She got to serve you. She got to be okay with multiple women being shared with, like those, like, ain't that the I ain't never heard anybody in the world say, I'm about to get money. I'm about to get rich. I'm about to get the fortunes so I can allow my woman to get her back broken by another man.
Nobody said Diddy.
That's some Diddy stuff, bro.
Exactly. That's why his new name is How I Did It. Man, I ain't gonna go too much in this shit. I'm wrapping this shit up, man. Good night. It's the Lit House. I'll be back later. Hustlers on a mission every day. Real niggas do what they want to do. Bitch niggas do what they can. Whole ass niggas gonna talk about it and fuck niggas gonna hate. Regardless. I promise you that. Hey, man. Create a positive impact today and later. That's all I got.